It's day 20 of the video series, and I'm here for it, just like every single day before. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a recap and see if something comes up. Otherwise, yeah, lots of things going on. Um, Yesterday I had a lovely podcast recording experience with Christine. I was on her podcast, she was on mine. I think both were filled with such light and love, and it just kind of made me remember this attractive nature with which I am drawn to people who are working in their purpose and thriving in their passion. Like, truly, these people who are doing work that is in alignment with those things allows them to shine so brightly, and I just see it and I'm attracted to it and I'm inspired by it. I think it's phenomenal. I feel like I'm coming into that for myself as well. But to see it and notice it in somebody else, I think like for a long time I didn't know what I was like drawn to about that person. And now I'm starting to be able to have the words that kind of aligns with that. And I think that's what I'm finding to be true is like this is their story of truth. This is what they're meant to do. And in their likeness, in their light, I get lighter. My light, my brightness, my ability to step into my authenticity and my confidence gets brighter and better through their light too, right? I talk about this often, but I think it's like light attracts light, like attracts like. And I just like want to be around those people. And this morning I was listening to a podcast. I think it's episode 83 of Claire Bay's podcast. She's my coach. And she was interviewing this woman that is a creator, and her work is not only phenomenal, but her interview is phenomenal. It was raw, it was authentic, it was anchored from a place of love. And I was like, why do I love this so much? Because she's being herself, because she has figured out a way to step into her light, and she isn't, uh, like, she doesn't hesitate in that. She's like, nope, this is the way that I'm going. And because it's anchored in such a good place, I don't feel like people are like threatened by it. I mean, yes, of course, I think people are threatened when like maybe they want to step into their light and they can't for whatever reason or have excuses for whatever reason. I'm not downplaying that for them. I'm just saying to hear someone talking about their truth and their light and like what they're meant to do and how they've flourished and like the journey they've taken to get there was like so inspiring for the same reason that the conversation with Christine was inspiring. Um, and so I love it when I find people in this life that are thriving because they are shining so brightly because their work around passion and purpose is truly authentic in them. And it just makes you feel like you're living such a great life. It's not magic, it's just like reflecting and like figuring that out for yourself. Yeah, so it's great. This morning we had a little bit of a slow morning. We got up probably at like 6:30, but then we got our reading done and then we had coffee and then we went for a walk. Man, am I so grateful that I am able to walk again. For a long time I wasn't. I still am like a little bit ginger on my foot. And we actually got a bike rack yesterday from someone about an hour away from Grand Rapids. And so I do think bikes are in our future, which honestly, I didn't think that I wanted, but I kind of love that. I love that we can explore cities a little bit quicker than on foot, and I don't have to worry about my foot hurting. You know, I can slowly transition back into walking, and uh hopefully that doesn't cause any further strain or anything. So I love that we're creating um solutions to problems, and we're trying to kind of nip it in the bud. And also we're like, hey, well, we can't do anything about it, so we might as well make the most of it and bike. um so we had a slow morning, we went for a walk, and I also did a bike ride on my own, a couple of laps, and then we had some productivity time on the bus. And I had to finish some foam, some soundproofing foam in the front, and he was kind of hanging up hooks, and Lauren helped us with the shower curtain, which had to be hemmed. Everything has to be hemmed and custom. And I then like was sewing this holder thing on the back of the driver's seat so Ben has like a place to put his keyboard and stuff because he has a stand-up work area in the front. And I was using like one of those needles that they use to like actually sew stitches, so it's like a C shape, and my finger was hurting so bad. But I did it, and Ben hung up all the hooks, and slowly but surely it's getting finished. Our lights finally came in. Thanks, Mom, for sending those overnight. Um, and I'm super excited because we're going with Jim and Lauren to Art Prize. This is like an art expedition, for lack of better words, that's all over the city of Grand Rapids. And it always happens in mid-September, and we have never had the chance to see it and experience it, and it's unique to Grand Rapids. And so um, yeah, I was like, well, if we're here, we might as well do it. And so I'm really excited to see that. And I also am excited with some other stuff. Ben and I were walking this morning and brainstorming about like what are some other aspects of the Seeking Joy podcast that seem fun and exciting. And I'm like dancing around this idea of doing SJP mini episodes around questions where I kind of just interview random people around one question. And so I'm excited to see what becomes of that. I'm excited to go see Art Prize this afternoon and just spend some time with the family. And I think we're leaving tomorrow. We're going to drive up to the cottage on Lake Michigan, spread Maverick's ashes and like around there, and kind of test out the systems one last time in a place that's safe because his parents' cottage is there, so we can like plug in and everything. And then after that, we have about 2 weeks to make it to Portland or so. So it's like a little bit stressful, but also fun and exciting. And like to press go on this adventure in a more formal way seems like scary, but at the same time, like growth happens in the discomfort. So we gotta like just jump and make it happen. And yeah, so that's all I have for today. I hope that you have a phenomenal day and weekend wherever you are. And may your day be a little bit brighter because you know you're amazing. So, sending all the love in the world. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.